Well, it's time for a bonus episode. This rarely happens, but it's time to get ready for the NHL playoffs. And two of my favorites, two of the three of my favorites, are back for a special bonus Reluctantly podcast with Paulina and Quinn.
Reluctantly.
This podcast reluctantly sponsored by ThompsonMortgages.com. If you are set to renew your mortgage in 2026, reach out to Thompson Mortgages first. TimberBuiltHomes.ca. Homes and cottages, recreational dwellings, and more at TimberBuiltHomes.ca. Concept Clothing and Culture. Amazing custom-made clothes for men and for women at CONXEPPT.com. And Wendy Campbell, realtor at blackmorerealestate.ca. If you would like to list your home, or if you're searching for your forever home, email Wendy at blackmorerealestate.ca. WENDE at blackmorerealestate.ca.
Reluctantly.
Hi.
Hello, ladies.
Thanks for having us back, Terry.
Well, and I've talked about this before. Of all of the podcasts I've done, close to 100 now, your episodes are the top.
Oh,
the
still?
most listened to, yes, by like 3 times.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
The episodes that I've had with the Bits and then Bits 2.0 are 3 times higher than the Tom Cochran and the Brian Baumler.
Oh my
Did
God.
you tell Tom and Brian? Because I'd appreciate that if you could.
I will, next time I'm talking with them, I'll make sure that they're aware of that.
My tombstone will read more popular than Tom Cochran. Yeah.
As it should.
As it should.
Yeah.
I mean, what else would my claim to fame be?
Yeah.
Okay, so Paulina and Quinn are here to talk a little bit about NHL hockey because as of the recording of this episode, last night was the final game 82, which actually meant something for the Edmonton Oilers with a nice win over the Vancouver Canucks, who are going to be with the best percentage of getting Gavin McKenna, I'm guessing, in the draft coming up. But it was nice to see. And Savoy with his first career hattie. Connor with, 4 points? And I mean...
Sadly, not 2 goals, though. I wanted him to get to 50.
I was watching the game and I thought, boy, they've sure got McDavid out there a lot for game 82 against the worst team in the league. And... it just made me nervous thinking that anything could happen. A Canuck could go mental or whatever just because he's fed up with being in last place and do something, or maybe the same thing with the Kulak shooting the puck right at his ankle against the Colorado Avalanche game the other night too. There were nerves as far as that was concerned, but I agree with you. The 50 goals would have been nice.
I am nervous most times when Connor's out there as the playoffs approach because it's just too high stakes. But that guy's pretty bulletproof now. He had some tough goes, but the reality is that he's prepared his body to not get injured. Knock on wood.
Yeah. I am knocking as we speak.
Yes. So just to reiterate, Claire is usually with us, but she couldn't be here today. So I've got 2 bits. Two bits. Two of the 3. 2 bits is remember
2 bits. Oh, my dad
you,
used to say that 2 bits and something. 2 bits and a shave or something like that.
2 bits and a haircut.
2 bits and a haircut. Yeah.
2 bits and a shave. 2 bits and a 2-bit haircut or whatever. Yeah. So I was going to say you two are too young to know the 2 bits. It's
just me. I'm the only one who's too young.
She reminds me every day that I am far older than her.
It's my favorite ongoing bit, if you will, on our own podcast. But yes, I don't know that saying.
How much is 2 bits then, Paulina, if Miss Young One?
What do you mean?
How much
is that money?
Yeah. You don't. It's
$2?
No. It's a quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why is it called 2 bits?
2 bits is a quarter. I don't know why it's called 2
I don't
bits.
know this old timey lingo. We're like
GTS, Quinn. Google that shit.
Oh, Okay, well, you're cooler than me because I did not know what GTS was.
Oh, all right.
It's like 2 bits and going to the parlor, to the barber for a shave. Just feels very like we're gonna grab a newspaper on the way.
Do you want me to ask my Chat GPT girlfriend?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Does your wife know about this girlfriend?
Oh yeah, she talks to her too.
Oh yeah.
What's the significance of 2 bits?
2 bits is an old term for a quarter of a dollar, 25 cents.
Okay.
It comes from when a dollar was sometimes divided into 8 pieces or bits. So 2 bits meant 2 of those pieces or a quarter of a dollar. You'll hear it in old-timey.
Okay, yeah, we don't.
You'll hear it in old-timey, and then we cut it off because we don't need to know anymore.
The key is old-timey. Yeah.
All right. How's the baby, Paulie?
Oh, she's great. Yeah. We really enjoy her presence.
Although she's sick right now, so
yeah, our house is sick, but she's in good spirits. She's also just pushing through. It's a lot of fun. Right now we're at a stage where she's like every week she changes and it gets more interesting and fun. As you probably know, Terry, from having kids, it's just like now she's about 8.5 months. So it gets really, I don't know, just gets more fulfilling at this stage.
Yeah. Pretty soon she'll be walking and then all of a sudden you're going to have a whole nother level.
Yes. I keep saying I am okay with her just remaining a lazy queen. She doesn't need to walk right away because that changes everything. Right. That changes the whole dynamic.
Well, we are at the end of the regular season and we are getting ready for the NHL playoffs. Do you know, is it Monday that the Oilers start against the Ducks?
Yeah, yes. They go Monday, Wednesday. Yep.
Okay. And they've secured home ice advantage. So we're going to talk lots about the Oilers, but I figured that what do you want? Where do you want to start? Do you want to start with the Oilers team, talk about the lines, talk about the manpower that's going into the playoffs and what the possibilities are there? Or do you want to talk about the rest of the league? Kind of look at the bracket and see what I'd like to get your thoughts on all of that stuff since you two are the experts.
Oof. I'll leave it to the child of the group.
Okay.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. Derogatory in tone.
Too young to make important decisions like this.
Intended.
I see. It goes both ways. Yeah, I'm happy to talk about some of the manpower on our team, our guys, because that's a good place to start. And then maybe we go out, look more broadly at what the potential scenarios might look like in the upcoming weeks. I'm excited and I'm curious.
Okay, let's start with goaltending. Since we don't have your hometown superhero, and I know.
Thank you for remembering.
Yeah. You all were very upset when Stu ended up leaving and going to Pittsburgh. But here we are with Jarry and Ingram. Let's start with goaltending. Quinn, what do you think?
You know what? I have to say that I really think that Connor Ingram has come into his own. He's found his game. And I think that the Oilers are playing with a lot of that confidence. And I also have to add that they've called Calvin Pickard up. So they're going to obviously go with 3 goalies. And I'm not going to lie, I wouldn't be surprised if it's Calvin Pickard on the bench behind Connor Ingram and with Tristan Jarry in the press box. We've all seen Calvin Pickard. He can come in and he can pick the team up. And so for the first time in a while, I'm feeling pretty comfortable about the goaltending.
You think back to last year, if it wasn't for Pick, they wouldn't have won that Los Angeles series.
That's exactly it, right? And then we all know how much this team loves Calvin Pickard and how good he is in the dressing room. So I've got a cat coming to cross the keyboard here. But I'm super stoked that he's around the team as well, because I think just even from a morale and team perspective, he's going to be great.
There goes.
Sorry, that was really funny though.
There goes the cat.
And that is my cat Bouchard. So that is what we like to call a Bouch bomb.
Yes.
You call your cat Bouchard?
Well, he's a foster fail. His name was Bouchard when I got him, when I was fostering from Scars. And I mean, it's obviously probably mostly my imagination, but he kind of looks like Evan Bouchard, so I couldn't change his name.
Can confirm. Yeah.
Okay.
He lives up to it too, because he actually bombs the episodes all the time. So
Yes.
it's perfect.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. You guys just had an episode a week ago, April 10th. It came out. Thebits.ca is the podcast that Claire and Paulina and Quinn do. So a little cross promotion. Go and visit that. Check it out as well. In that podcast, you talked about tanking for a high draft pick. You talked about the Oilers. You talked about Buffalo. You talked about some other stuff. So the confidence with Ingram going into the playoffs is there. I kind of agree with you, Quinn. I think it's always been a question mark since, back in the previous Stanley Cup days. But I think it's not a capital question mark this time around as much as it has been in the past. How about the defense squad, Paulina? Speaking of Bouchard, what are your thoughts as we look at the defense?
I'm feeling confident there as well. And I was a big defender of our former goalie, as we know. But because I was also very critical of the blue line and the defense, because it felt like sometimes Skinner was out there on his own and it didn't really seem fair to put all the blame on him. And I really feel like we've kind of turned things around in that regard as well. One of my new favorite guys that I'm rooting for is Connor Murphy. And I really enjoy watching him play. I think he's an exciting play, but also he's been pretty consistent. I'm not a stats guy, as we know. I'm a vibes guy, but I think he's been fairly consistent, and I think he also brings the good energy and the good vibes. So I'm feeling good about it. I mean, I don't know. I never really know fully how to feel at this stage going in to round one, because there's so many ups and downs, and you go through all the different scenarios and narratives because we've been through this before. But I think we have tightened up on that weak part of our gameplay compared to last year.
With Bouchard being in the conversation for the Norris Trophy,
I think
the only reason that he is in the conversation for the Norris Trophy is the fact that he did pick up his defensive game in the last 40 games. The last half of the season. The first half of the season was a friggin' nightmare, just painful to watch. The thing, Quinn, I want to get your thoughts on this. What are your thoughts on Walman this year compared to last year? Last year, he looked like a stud. This year, he looks like he just looks like he's on cough medicine.
Yeah, he is certainly struggling a little bit more than he was last year. And I don't know. I find that a lot with defensemen, though. I don't know what it is about. Well, I mean, I guess it's with any player if I think about it really. But yeah, he hasn't been the same, but he's also like really needed. So it's unfortunate that they're in a situation where like they need as many, really rock solid defensemen as they can get. And, like he also could contribute offensively, and we haven't seen that a whole ton. So yeah, but I think I stand with Paulina on like the Connor Murphy piece. Like he has been a very, very major addition to the back end that has maybe kind of helped, cover up some of the lapses that we've seen from Jake Walman, perhaps.
I think it's helped Nurse with his play as well.
It seems that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted to say too, with Bouch, like the way he's been playing, I that is giving me a lot more confidence as well. He is just, I have so much confidence in him right now. And it will be interesting, like looking at guys like Walman. It will be interesting to see how things change in the playoffs, right? Because you could have a guy who's pretty behind the scenes or not really doing much in the regular season, and then just goes nuclear during the playoffs. So it's I don't know. I mean, I'm not doubting that that's still an option for somebody like Wallman. He could get his shit together.
Well, yeah, let's hope so.
Yeah.
It's
but we've
window,
got,
really.
we've got a little bit more depth there now, again, with someone like Murphy. So it's okay.
I'd like to take a moment to tell you how excited I am to welcome a new partner on the Reluctantly podcast. It's Timber Built Homes. Their focus is timber homes and cottages, year-round living, recreational dwellings, and beyond that, pavilions, barns, and freestanding timber-built offices. Complete information is available at timberbuilthomes.ca, and it's also where you'll learn about Timberbuilt's Home in a Box. It's fantastic. An entire home package shipped in a sea can anywhere in the world right to your build site. See the floor plans, sample builds, photo gallery, and most important, the prices right on their website, timberbuilthomes.ca. And please let them know that you heard about them on the Reluctantly podcast. Let me tell you about my mortgage broker for a moment. Mike at ThompsonMortgages.com has been client-focused for over 17 years. They take care of all the financial components of your real estate purchase so that you can concentrate on finding the perfect home. Whether you're a first-time buyer or renewing like so many other people in 2026, let ThompsonMortgages.com work for you. They find the lender, and it costs you nothing for their services. The lender pays. Download the app and get pre-approved in 60 seconds. ThompsonMortgages.com, 780-413-6743. Tell them you heard about them on the Reluctantly podcast.
Reluctantly.
Let's move into the forward lineups. Lazar, Henrique, and Kapanen, they've always got a few minutes per period. I mean, are they playing 10 minutes a game or 12 minutes a game? It doesn't seem like it, because when you've got, the top six playing as much as they are, I've always thought that must be so difficult for the bottom six trying to get a flow, momentum, like a vibe. You talk about being a vibe guy, Paulina. Like, you got to get into the game. If you're sitting for long stretches of time, it's probably tough. Atrophy sets in. It's like sitting on the toilet, scrolling on your phone or something.
All of a sudden, you can't feel your legs.
And you got dents in your thighs from your elbows.
Yeah, universal problem that we can all relate to, obviously. Yeah.
Yes, all been there.
We've all been there.
Yeah. I mean, those guys, I like to believe, and I always kind of look for the positive, probably to a fault, but I think those guys are also fairly used to it. I am a big Curtis Lazar stan as a human being. He played for the Edmonton Oil Kings, and he will remain one of my favorite guys from that organization. A really, really good family, really, really good guy. And so I know that he's always giving it all for his team, and he's not going to complain, and he's going to take a bullet for anybody on that hockey team, which I think is obviously such a big piece, especially for those bottom six. I'm worried about Adam Henrique. I mean, the guy's got to find a way to get going here and scoring, and because they're going to need the depth scoring, very much so. Kapanen uses that speed. I do like Kasperi Kapanen, and I think that we saw him make a big difference in the playoffs last year when he came into the lineup. So I'm hopeful for him.
Now, last night, the Oilers beat the Canucks. I say last night as we record this on Friday, April 17th. And the first goal of the game, you saw Frederick come down and get it. That Dak, Szymanski, Frederick line is starting to I just think having and actually, who's the other guy that he's injured now? Came over from Chicago. Why can't I think of his name? Number 16 for the Oilers.
God, why are we all blanking on this?
Wait,
he's injured.
You guys like made me nervous, and then my mind just was like,
it's given up.
Who is?
Oh, good Lord.
Dickinson.
Dickinson.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, he's injured right now. But I mean, that line, Szymanski and Frederick and Doc, I mean, Doc is in, and where he was injured before, and now Dickinson's injured. But that third line is, it gave Vancouver everything they could handle with every shift that they were out there, and they're starting to make things a little more difficult. So it's exciting to see that, everybody, it's McDavid and Draisaitl. That's the only two things to worry about on that team. Well, now you've got a little more jam down in that bottom six, especially where, and you even brought it up, Henrique's got to figure out what he's doing. If Dickinson is all of a sudden going to be healthy, maybe he's in there with Lazar and Kapanen instead of Henrique. I don't want to put words in a coach's mouth, but maybe Henrique ends up being a healthy scratch to start the playoffs.
And that's not going to make me sad. I mean, maybe for Adam Henrique. That said, he has been decent in the playoffs. That's what got him a contract here, and he stayed here for that. So,
it would make me sad. I don't know, but I get it. Like again, maybe I have too much of a soft spot for some of these guys that we've had with us for a while, and they seem like good people. And he wanted to stay with the Oilers, and he was so dedicated. I love loyalty. And he looks like a Disney prince, but he needs to play better. Listen, I told you,
these
I'm
are
here
all
for
factors.
vibes. These are all factors that we're considering.
Looks like a Disney.
He does.
He does.
Isn't that reason enough to keep him around?
So you just a little eye candy on the bench, huh?
Yeah.
Or in the press box. Sorry. I know. I'm sorry, Paulina. You're right.
He's a good guy. He's loyal. You don't know what's going to happen in the playoffs. You don't know yet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Rise to the occasion.
Nugent Hopkins, he can be anywhere from third line to first line. He's last night he was playing with Roslovic and Podkolzin for the most part. The Roslovic factor, for a guy like that, don't you just want to see him get like 5 or 6 more minutes of ice time per game so that he can be out there making an impact the way he shows that he can?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know what his average minutes looks like, but you're not wrong, especially if we're talking about needing more depth. And I would like to see a little bit more of him. Anything for scoring. We just have to hope that also he's going to be great in the playoffs as well. So time will tell.
Well, and the other thing too is they say the best offense is a good defense. So there's a lot more responsibility from the forwards defensively over the last 20-25 games for the Oilers than there was in the first, 50 games.
That's top to bottom for sure. I can never really pick on Connor because he's great, but he knows as well that he has to be better defensively in a lot of situations. So the thing is this team though, what I love going in is that this team knows how to play in the playoffs. Obviously, they've made it to the Stanley Cup final the last 2 years. So, it's like Paulina said, it's kind of hard. You going in, you're just kind of okay, we've seen how they've played this year. It's kind of like Florida last year, kind of squeaking into the playoffs and then going on to win the Stanley Cup. Right. So it's really hard for me to judge.
There was a bit of that conversation too. I heard, I don't know which sports station was talking about it, but the fact that Florida just squeaked into the playoffs and ended up winning the Stanley Cup. A lot of people are worried about where the Oilers are going to place, and of course they end up second in the Pacific. But having virtually the same amount of points as Florida last year, there's still, once you're in the playoffs, anything can happen, right, Paul?
Anything can happen.
Yeah.
Anything can happen. And this time last year, we were having these conversations, we're having these conversations on our podcast as well. And I was not confident at all. I was certainly less confident at this stage last year. And now I think I'm more confident, mainly because there is so much that you just can't predict, and you can never count them out. And so I'm at a point now where I'm like, why do I even try to set myself up for a lot of hope, or to set ourselves up for, preparing for loss, when it's like, these guys, who knows? I don't know. I feel better right now, but they made it to the Stanley Cup final last year. And they could be out round one this year. They could, but I still think I don't think that will happen. Anaheim sucks. I hate Anaheim. But I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to listen. I'm just excited. We're just excited right now.
I think everybody is. How concerned are either of you or both of you about the Draisaitl injury, the Hyman? I mean, he just came back from injury. Dickinson, I'm not sure how long he's going to be out. Is Connor fully healthy? What's that sort of scenario? Do you have any spies that have told you some stuff on the down low?
Quinn, do you have any spies?
Oh, I wish I had spies. But everything. Yeah, I'm just getting the news with everybody else that, Leon is looking good. Zach Hyman obviously made his return. I probably stand with the fact that if Zach Hyman had played in the Stanley Cup final last year, they probably win that series.
100%
so obviously he's 100% agree.
100% agree.
Subway takes. We've been obsessed with those lately. But so I listen, I'm excited because to me, we're getting a rested Leon Draisaitl. And that is a destructive force, in my opinion. So you know what? If he had to be injured, it all feels like it's the right time. Sorry, Leon, I don't want you to be injured. But if you're going to be injured, let it be the last 10 games of the season so that you're ripe for playoffs.
I like it way better, him being a destructive force rather than a Disney prince. So
okay, well, okay. Listen, Terry. You can be a destructive force and also a Disney prince, which some might argue that Leon is. Some people think he's a very handsome guy. He's not pretty like Henrique, but it's fine. Okay.
I want to get the two of you with your opinion on Savoy. How terrific is Savoy? He got a hat trick, his first NHL hat trick against the Canucks in Game 82. How excited are you for this kid and the way he's playing and who he's playing with?
Level 10 excitement out of 10. I love Savoy for us. I think that this could be a game changer. And this is where it's like, okay, don't get too excited because it's the hope that kills you. But I'm looking at somebody like Savoy, who is he is electric and he's so young, and I can't wait to see what he's going to do in this season of playoffs. But I look at Savoy and then I look at a healthy Draisaitl and a healthy Hyman, and I'm like, I'd be worried if I was our opponents right now. But I love him. I'm so excited about him. He's huge for us, truly.
Yeah, I think they were talking about on the broadcast, he played all 82 games, and he stayed down in the AHL all season last season, and I think that was really, really, or most of the season, I believe, and that was really, really important for him. The interesting thing for me is I did a story on Matt Savoie when he was 13 playing with 15-year-olds. And so yes. I saw him as just a little kid and he was just as small. And I remember when he went into the WHL, he got rocked and got a pretty bad concussion. And so he's really had to learn to adjust. And that's what I really like about him. Nothing has really stopped him. He was the little guy in the WHL. He got a pretty bad concussion. And then but has continued to figure out how to play. And so he's going to just keep doing that. He's obviously very intelligent and understands that his size is a factor and has learned how to cope.
We need to share that clip. It's good.
Yes.
With 13-year-old little Matt Savoie.
Same eyebrows.
I also, Terry, I think we've talked about this with you in the past on one of your episodes. I don't totally remember. I'm flying on Dayquil right now, but we talked about the Special Boy game, or we've discussed it, but the Special Boy game is something that we've done every year now with the playoffs, and you choose a Special Boy at the start of the game, and when that, say you choose Special Boy Savoy, this is where I'm going with it.
Did you know that was going to rhyme so well? Have you done this already?
No, but I mean,
Special Boy Savoy.
You chose Special Boy Savoy recently. We were talking about who our Special Boys going into the playoffs are going to be. Okay, so Quinn said Special Boy Savoy. Obviously, incredible pick. So if you pick Savoy at the beginning of a game and he scores, then you have to buy a round of shots for the table. But you get to choose the shot. So that's sort of the bonus. And also it's like always good. You're not mad about buying shots because they just scored. The Oilers scored in a playoff game. So this is just a reminder about Special Boys, and Special Boy Savoy is going to be lighting it up.
Well, I love the fact that he's playing with McDavid, because Savoy's got the skill set. And if you watched game 82 against the Vancouver Canucks, he scored all 3 of his goals from exactly the same spot. And I was sitting there with my wife watching him in our seats, and I said, you watch this. They came down, they went into the zone. Connor had the puck. He went around, and you can see every defending player drawn toward Connor. What's he going to do? What's he going to do? Savoy's smart enough to find that spot, and Connor found him all 3 times. He assisted on all 3 of his goals. I'm not sure if everyone was a primary. I think one of them was a secondary assist, but still, he's got the puck long enough to draw everybody toward him, and then you have somebody who's got the hockey sense to make sure that they're staying away from the fray, so they've got that open ice in time to make a shot and score a goal. So his hockey sense is good. The fact that he's playing with Connor McDavid and a guy like Hyman or whoever else ends up on that other wing for that line is going to end up being a huge impact with Savoy. That's just my take, and I'm just some dummy.
No, I agree. I think he's only going to get better playing with these guys, and he's already just I've been so impressed.
Reluctantly.
This podcast is reluctantly sponsored by Wendy Campbell, realtor at blackmorerealestate.ca, serving the greater Edmonton area, proudly Canadian and locally owned. Contact Wendy at blackmorerealestate.ca. That's WENDE at blackmorerealestate.ca. Why does she not have a Y in her name? I don't know why. It's none of my business, probably none of yours too. Wendy has over 20 years of home sales experience. She has extensive knowledge of the new and previously owned home market. She can help you out with a free market evaluation of your home. And if you're looking to buy your forever home, she's got all the resources to help you with that as well. Not to mention, she's a builder partner with Rowett Homes. Wendy at blackmorerealestate.ca. WENDE at blackmorerealestate.ca.
Reluctantly.
Hey, give me a minute to tell you about Concept Clothing and Culture. CONXEPPT.com. Suits and tuxedos. And you can find them right here in Edmonton. They're handmade suits, custom tuxedos, tailored essentials, suits starting at $1,188. You choose everything. The color, the fabric, even the stuff on the inside. The little pokey pocket thing that sticks out. It's amazing. It's a terrific experience. You can go through and get something as fancy as a tuxedo, or you can start with outerwear, matching sets, tailored essentials. They even do shirts, trousers, vests, and they do amazing couture for women. CONXEPPT.com. Concept, Clothing and Culture. Look your best.
Reluctantly.
So you were talking about having your special boy and buying shots and everything. This is a good time to announce that I'm going to be hosting all of the Oilers playoff games at the River Cree again this year.
Excellent.
Okay, we have to come out this year.
We are going to go this year. I promise.
Yeah, you just have to let me know, and you can all sit at my table, and then it's so much fun. We go. It's in the venue at the River Cree. Sometimes they open up the other ballrooms and stuff too, but we have a hoot in there, and
that sounds awesome.
Yeah, it goes bananas, and I Uber there and Uber home because
Oh yeah.
And Paulina's not pregnant this year for playoffs. That was a big factor last year. Let's not kid ourselves.
It was a big factor. I thought everything was ruined. Like my playoff experience was ruined, but I actually had a really good time, despite my condition. But I'm really excited to not be pregnant this year. I am happy to not be pregnant during the playoffs this year. I am.
Despite your condition.
Yeah. I mean,
like your pregnancy was gout or something.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know what is worse.
It's a means to an end. I am so happy that I did it because it led to my daughter, but it's a means to an end. Pregnancy is not fun. And this year we're going to do things a little bit different. And I won't be painting my belly this year and going to the game.
Well, don't think. You never know what might happen.
This year, I mean, no, I can't, because like this year, if I paint my belly, people will just be like, what's going on? Like, are you pregnant, or are you just like out of shape? Like, what's going on? You have to be noticeably pregnant to do that, I think.
Well, I think, listen, you know what? I think that you need to put something on the line here. Like, if the Oilers make it to the Stanley Cup final again, I think that you need to commit to that. And I think that's a reasonable commitment.
To the Stanley Cup final?
Yeah.
Can I do face?
No.
What about a tramp stamp?
Oh.
Okay, I will get a tattoo. I will. I 100%.
Well, do they have to win?
My mom is here looking after my mom is here looking after my child, and she's looking at me like
no, you're
so
not
upset.
Getting a tattoo.
She doesn't have any context. I am getting a tattoo if they make it to the Stanley Cup final. You heard it here first.
Okay. A tattoo of what?
I don't know.
Not the Oilers logo, I'm guessing.
Maybe. I mean, maybe. Or maybe like I don't know. Maybe Hyman's face. Like, I'm not sure. He's my sweet guy.
He's your sweet boy.
He is my sweet guy. I love him, and I will always love him. I think he's going to go down in history as like one of the greats for the Oilers. So why not?
Yeah.
Unless 20 years down the road he decides to support an extreme, MAGA Republican type of candidate for president, then we might be in trouble. But
who would do that?
Who would do that? I don't know. There's a lot of 99 tattoos out there, I'm sure. There's a lot of 99 tattoos, and they're probably like, this will age beautifully. This could not possibly go wrong.
Yeah.
Here,
okay.
I'm
sorry, that one that was a
there.
tangent.
If the Oilers make the playoffs and Matt Savoie scores, or make the Stanley Cup final, and Matt Savoie scores in the Stanley Cup final, I will get his eyebrows tattooed on me somewhere.
On your eyebrow, on top of your eyebrows.
Okay, actually, not a bad idea.
You're blonde. You can make that work. It's like,
yeah.
You're just getting them filled in permanently.
Yeah. I mean, we definitely
that won't
need
look
a little
insane.
bit more anyways.
Yeah.
So...
All right. It's the Reluctantly podcast with Paulina and Groucho. And
Mademoiselle Marks.
Would we say Mademoiselle? I don't know. With those brows?
Fair enough.
Like, okay, sir.
Okay, let's roll through the bracket here for the opening round of the playoffs, and then when we're done that, we'll check in on the Oilers and their possibilities against Anaheim. First of all, let's go Buffalo-Boston. We've got the D1 against the wild card one with Buffalo and Boston.
No doubt in my mind, Buffalo.
And Buffalo, I want to win and should win.
Do you want Buffalo to win the East?
Sure.
Kind of. Yeah, I do.
I don't think it's reasonable because I think Carolina finally doesn't have Florida in the way. But,
yeah, good point.
Tampa Bay, Montreal. How great would it be to see Montreal? I'm never been a Habs fan, not a Habs fan. Todd James and David Gogo are my two nemesis.
Oh, Nemesis?
Them being Habs, and Rick Bronson too. He's a Habs fan. Can't stand the Habs, but it's nice to see the Habs in the playoffs. I think there's a level of excitement that an original six team from Canada brings that's not Toronto.
Unfortunately, I would love to see the Habs win, and I think they are a really good team. I'm just worried about the knowing how to win, and Tampa's pretty good.
I'd like to see Montreal as well. I think Tampa is too good, like Quinn said. If you're from Florida, I hate you. So I hope that Tampa loses, but I don't think they will.
The Corey Perry factor. How crazy is that?
Oh God. I mean, I wish he was still here, but what an Iron Man. How are you still going?
He's still alive.
Yeah, exactly. What a career.
What is holding that man together? Glue and I don't know, a dream.
Actually think it's sticky tack.
Oh yeah.
How long has it been since you've used sticky tack, by the way?
A long time. I don't remember how well it works, so I feel like it can't be sticky tack.
It would take the paint off too. So
he's held together a little better than
we don't want to take the paint off the barn on Corey Perry there.
He is like the Tin Man.
Carolina and Ottawa. How great would it be to see Ottawa out in 4 games straight just because of Tkachuk?
Oh, bye Brady.
Bye. Yeah. Sorry, Ottawa. I don't care about you at all. And
you will be
Brady,
swept as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. The playoffs without a Tkachuk in them would make me very happy.
Oh, I've dreamed of days like this.
Yeah.
I have.
The Pennsylvania series, Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. This will be something. Philadelphia was kind of a sleeper team and come on strong at the end of the season. And your special boy Stu for Pittsburgh.
I mean, I like Pittsburgh better than Philadelphia because it's got our Canadian hero Sidney Crosby and also my special guy Stu. So yeah, I mean, I'm not that invested in that series, to be honest, but if I had to pick one to advance and who I want to advance, I'd still say Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I'm probably going to pick the Flyers, but who knows? I was actually hoping you were going to flip the script and be like our Canadian hero Stuart Skinner.
No, I mean, I can't really in good conscience
we also
say
can't
that. I'm not a liar.
Yeah. Sidney Crosby is an angel sent to us.
Sidney Crosby is quite literally like our Canadian hero. He is.
Yes.
How great would it be to see an Edmonton against Pittsburgh?
Well, that's what I kind of want to see. I think that would be exciting. I mean, it would be hard, though. It would be hard. Every time they score on Stu, I'd be like, okay, oh, good. But also, oh, no, I'm so sad for you. I want nice things for you.
Oh, my Disney prince let in another one.
Oh, wow.
All right, Western Conference. Los Angeles Kings drew the unfortunate position of playing against Colorado in the first round.
No chance.
Colorado in 5.
Colorado going to the end of that run.
Yeah, you think?
You can just kind of put them up against
They're
whoever.
So good. That roster is ridiculous.
They're really good.
Yeah. And they have really good goaltending.
They're who we're afraid of. That's who's standing in our way, right?
I would say so. Although that said, the President's Trophy curse is very real. What is it? 2 teams that won the President's Trophy have ever won the Stanley Cup. It's an absurd number. You don't want to be the best team in the regular season.
Look what happened to Winnipeg, right?
Right. Yeah, look what happened to Boston a few years ago.
Yeah,
remember that year they lost 6 games in regulation and then lost in the first round? Yeah. Crazy.
How great would it be to see Minnesota take Dallas out in the first round?
That'd be great. Would love to see it.
Minus Quinn Hughes, but yes.
I'm not ruling that out. Everyone's kind of saying no, there's no way. Dallas has got it.
Minnesota's good.
Minnesota is good. And I actually could see them. I could see Dallas choking. I could.
You talk about a series that nobody literally gives a shit about. How about Vegas against Utah?
Ew.
Great travel schedule. Congrats to them.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Disgusting. Vegas can get fucked. So sorry. Do we swear on your podcast?
Sure.
Get fucked, Vegas. I hate you. Yeah, we hate them. No one cares. Also, so go Utah, I guess.
Yeah, like, I mean, I want Utah to win, but Vegas is going to win that series, unfortunately.
Sure, we'll see. I don't know.
John Tortilla, maybe he will.
Tortilla is a little bit of a concern for me right now. A little bit, just a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know.
We don't honor him with his real name.
No,
we call him John Tortilla.
All right. I hold Vegas in the same regard as the Florida Panthers.
Same.
Correct.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
And that is almost the level of hate that I have for the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Wow.
And the Calgary Flames for me.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not with you guys on that, but I'm with you on the
Paulina,
Florida, Vegas.
we call a Calgary Flames sympathizer.
Yeah.
Calgary Flames sympathizer.
I grew up in
Comfy
Calgary.
with the Flames. We don't like being comfy with the Flames.
Yeah, I grew up in Calgary. I don't hate them the way that everyone else here does, but
yeah, I don't even like their broadcast team.
oh, really? That's funny. I don't know. I mean, listen, the thing with Calgary is like, we don't think about them at all. Like, I mean, I don't.
They're irrelevant.
They are pretty irrelevant in my eyes.
Well, you watch the draft lottery. Calgary's going to end up with McKenna.
Oh, yeah. I mean, listen, Calgary's going to be really good in 2 years, and then the hate will start to build, and I will not be as much of a Flames sympathizer at that point. I am sure. Once they get good and they actually become a rival again, that's when the hate starts.
Yeah. And finally, Edmonton against Anaheim. We've got there's a couple of things that kind of trouble me about Anaheim, and they are Gudas. Yeah, Gudas, the defenseman for Anaheim.
Oh, like I know who the Anaheim players are.
And Trouba, those two on defense.
I think it would be funnier if his name was Judas. It is with a G. We just don't know if it's a soft G or a hard G. I'm going to call him Judas.
He's the one that was suspended for kneeing Austin Matthews.
Oh, real Judas move. Honestly.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
So,
okay.
So yeah, those are the two things that worry me with the Oilers playing. I just got a feeling that there could be a physical aspect to the series that the Oilers, I hope they would have an answer to it, but sometimes there has been a lack of an answer to it in the past, which...
True. I think they have more of an answer to it now with Connor Murphy and with
Podkolzin, yes.
Yeah. So I think they have more of an answer to it with those two guys than maybe they had so much in the past. But I agree with you. Anaheim, there's a potential there to play dirty, and that's okay. And you don't want to really have those like super physical, dirty players round one necessarily, because you don't want to rough up our guys so early. But I think we're gonna be okay.
Okay.
But I agree. Yeah, Judas is no good.
Yeah, good girl, Paulina. I completely agree. I also just think like the Oilers have had no problem with the Ducks this year. And I still just maintain that like they don't know how to win. Like they're too young right now. And the Oilers are going to be healthy and they're going to be too good.
Let's hope. So game one goes Monday night. Edmonton at home against Anaheim. Edmonton has home ice advantage. Now let's go with predictions. I know we kind of ran through the whole bracket. Now let's go with who's coming out of the West.
Oh,
my heart says Edmonton, but my brain says Colorado.
Paulina.
Well, yeah. I you know what? I'm gonna say Edmonton. I don't care.
And who are they going to end up playing for the Stanley Cup for?
Ooh, I mean, trigger warning, Carolina.
Trigger warning is right, but that's also my answer. Yes.
You think it's going to be Carolina, do you?
Or
Well,
Tampa.
because Carolina or Tampa. Yeah, I have to say. But honestly, like it could have been Carolina last year. But Florida just was in the way. I think it's a clear path for Carolina now.
I think on my behalf, it's just ignorance. I've seen so few Carolina hockey games this year that, I can't even name anybody on their team.
It's because nobody cares about Carolina. And that's why it's so annoying when it's these teams that we're up against. It's like everyone cares about the Oilers and everyone knows them. And it should be us. It should be the path should be cleared for us because nobody cares about these stupid Southern teams. They don't even have fans. Sorry, I don't know.
He's right.
I mean, that's why it's so annoying. It's like, who gives a shit about Carolina? No one. The only people who give a shit about Carolina are Calgary Flames fans, if that's what it comes down to. They'll be like, this is my favorite team. Just like they bandwagoned with Florida Panthers. Yeah. They won't do it for Tampa for obvious reasons, but they will do it for Carolina.
Yeah. All right. And then that's just the cough syrup talking, right?
I don't know. I don't know what I just said. Genuinely.
And he stands by it all, though.
I'm going to check with Quinn after. I'm like, what did I say? Yeah.
Okay. So Oilers, maybe Colorado, and Carolina in the Stanley Cup final. Well, I hope that the two of you, maybe even Claire, can come and join for all of the fun at the River Cree for the Oiler watch parties during the playoffs too. Yeah. So the invitation is there and open. Okay.
Excellent.
We will do it. 100%.
Thanks so much for doing this. A bonus episode of the Reluctantly podcast as we get ready for the 2026 NHL playoffs. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you for having us.
Go Oilers.
Reluctantly.
This podcast reluctantly sponsored by ThompsonMortgages.com. If you are set to renew your mortgage in 2026, reach out to Thompson Mortgages first. TimberBuiltHomes.ca. Homes and cottages, recreational dwellings, and more at TimberBuiltHomes.ca. Concept Clothing and Culture. Amazing custom-made clothes for men and for women at CONXEPPT.com. And Wendy Campbell, realtor at blackmorerealestate.ca. If you would like to list your home, or if you're searching for your forever home, email Wendy at blackmorerealestate.ca. WENDE at blackmorerealestate.ca.
Reluctantly.